Check out this video from the House of Machismo podcast. It's House of Machismo.
A little backstory before we get straight into the nitty gritty.
Yes.
For those who, I'm Chicago Chris for a reason. I grew up, born and raised in Chicago. Now, the house that I grew up in, I had to do a little research on it. I knew it was an old house when I lived there, but I didn't know how old it was. And the other night, I looked it up on like Zillow and some like real estate websites just to like look at pictures of it to see what it looks like these days. And I went down to the the statistics of it, year built, and this house was built in 1862.
Ooh,
that
over 100 years old.
That blew. It's over 160.
Over 100 years old. No, I got it.
I mean, by the time I lived there, I was born in 84. By the time I lived there, it was already 118 years old. Who's this gremlin?
Holy shit, bro.
So it was an old, super old house. First house on the block in Ravenswood. If you want to look it up on Google, you can. 5319 North Ravenswood.
And if you want to visit there, go ahead and just knock on the door.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. I mean, sure.
Yeah.
5319 North Ravenswood, if you want to look it up. 1862, built during Civil War. Now, this house, when I was growing up, I felt energies in different rooms and things like that. Let's take you back to about 1992, 1993, October, and it was coming up to Halloween. Now, I'm upstairs. I have a bedroom upstairs. We have shag carpet. It's pretty fluffy. We have 2 cats, okay? And now the cats, they run wild. And the door that goes upstairs, there's a door that goes upstairs, so you have to open the door to go upstairs.
Okay.
It's an old wooden door. And I was in my room one night. This is just one instance. We got a couple instances here.
What were you doing in your room?
Yeah, I don't even know. Just hanging out, getting ready for bed. Next thing I know, I hear the door open. So I'm thinking my dad's coming up to check on me or something like that. And I hear just a bunch of footsteps coming up the stairs. I go out, peek around the hallway, and I'm like, no one's there. And I turn the light on, no one's there. And the cats weren't coming upstairs. Cats aren't that heavy to make all the wood planks,
right.
creak. And it sounded like somebody was jogging up the stairs, not just walking up the stairs.
Damn.
So then, time goes by. Another instance is I was sitting in the living room, and the house is narrow. So the living room is in the front part of the house, and you can see all the way to the back part of the house where the kitchen was. So it goes kitchen, there's a bathroom and pantry, then there's a living room, then there's the front room that we call, or there's a dining room, then there's a front room, we call it the front room. And then we're sitting in there watching TV. The whole back part of the house is dark, okay? And now the light switches in this house are heavy switches. They're the kind that you have to like click up.
Yeah.
Oh, it was all
you hear them click. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, 1800 house. I mean, I don't know when shit was updated. So the light switch. So we're watching TV, and next thing you know, the light in the bathroom just starts going on and off.
And you hear the click.
Yeah, I hear the click. It's not just the light flickering.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I hear the click on and off. It does it like 3 times, and my stepmom's sitting in there like, "What the, what is that?" She went back over there. Nothing there.
Did it stop flickering when she got there?
Yes.
Oh shit.
And then it just stopped. Then she came back, sat in the living room. Okay, we had a glass coffee table in the living room. Okay, and it was wood frame with a glass top, square, flat. And
nice.
She had a drink on the table that was sitting pretty close to the edge. And then all of a sudden, we're watching TV. We're probably like watching Unsolved Mysteries, to be honest with you. I mean, we're back in 1993. Put yourself back in that time. I'm around 8 years old, I think, 7 years old. All of a sudden, her drink cup starts to move horizontally, not towards the edge, horizontally. And then it stops. She like gets my attention and says, "Chris, look." And it stops, right? And then all of a sudden it changes directions and starts moving towards the edge of the table.
No shit.
And I'm just like, if it was condensation from the cup, it wouldn't change direction.
Right.
It went all the way to the edge of the table, and then she grabbed it before it could. I don't know if it was gonna fall off or what, but she grabbed it and then she took it off, and we could legit see the condensation line of the ice cup that she had made an L. Okay, it went horizontal, changed direction, went towards the edge of the table, and her name, my stepmom's name is Lucy. So it made it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that was a coincidence or what, but
L for love.
now
Or L for Lucy.
let me give you another little bit of backstory here. Is
it what we're gonna learn about Lucy?
you're gonna learn a little bit.
Okay.
So Lucy's my stepmom. So my real mother who adopted me. Now I was adopted.
Yes.
So, but the woman who adopted me passed away in that house when I was about 3 years old. Okay, we won't get into it, but she passed away in her sleep, and I have whatever. But okay, so she is about 4 years older than Lucy. They went to the same high school. Now they didn't know each other, but they knew of each other, and the woman that adopted me was 4 years older than her, so she was like a senior. Lucy was like a freshman at the time. They only knew of each other, so I don't know if it was that or what's going on.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you do, I'll give Carlos and Adan a big old hug like this. Just squeeze them until they can breathe. Thank you.